you all and welcome once more to another edition of MIDI Live. Happy to have you back at home, seated right there. It's going to be fun as usual. Today is a special and a beautiful day. We will be celebrating or talking about the celebrations of the 60th anniversary of the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon. Our main guest, I will let you in on who he is, but I think by now you should have an idea already. Are you asking me questions about what is going to happen with your afternoon? Well, the usual is you get to have fun for 60 minutes, you get to learn, you get to be educated, and the information that we give you right here on MIDI Live is particularly valuable. So I'm asking you right now to forget everything that you have to do with work and just jump on the train, jump on the MIDI Live train, parce que tu sais, c'est your life, c'est my life, et c'est toujours lively. Time for me to go to the kitchen and check out with Chef Emile what we're eating today for lunch. Chef?
Bonjour Myra.
Bonjour, ça va?
Très bien, merci.
Est-ce que ça va à la cuisine?
C'est le cas de le dire, ça va toujours à la cuisine.
Ça va toujours à la
si
cuisine?
Ça va pas à la cuisine, ce sera une belle catastrophe.
Qu'est-ce qu'on mange alors aujourd'hui?
Encore de la patate douce.
Ok.
Oui. Mais aujourd'hui sous forme de boulettes.
Ah, c'est possible?
Oui, oui, oui.
On a besoin de quoi pour le faire?
Nous allons décliner la patate douce autant que possible à MIDI Life. Et peut-être en ferons-nous un jour, on ne sait pas. Alors c'est bien peu de choses. Il faut un peu de farine, en tout cas les ingrédients vont s'afficher, c'est 15 grammes de farine. Un peu de sauce pimentée, de la coriandre que nous allons tâcher de réduire. Oui. Un peu de sucre, un œuf, du sel et surtout des oignons noirs. Pourquoi ce choix? Parce que la patate douce elle-même, on ne la conserve pas. C'est pratiquement un produit, on pourrait dire primeur constamment, parce qu'elle ne se conserve pas. Et l'oignon nouveau, lui aussi, est un primeur. Et il me semble qu'ils ont justement ce côté pareil qui fasse qu'ils devraient normalement pouvoir bien vivre ensemble, pour dire le mot. Okay. Et dans tous les cas, est-ce qu'ils ont bien vécu ensemble? je pense que notre invité le dira. Oui. Et peut-être que Myra confirmera. Ah, on verra. Que sera, sera de toute façon. Donc, on est à MIDI Live. Je vous laisse. You continue with whatever you're doing. Oui, tout simplement, les pommes sont mises à cuire. Donc, on va les réduire en purée, en pâte. Et puis, bon, tout à l'heure, je pense que mes amis qui me suivent souvent avec notre petit cadre verront très bien les différentes étapes avant qu'on fasse les boulettes. All right. And if you're just tuning in, this is MIDI Live, and we're right here ready to spend 60 minutes of your afternoon time together. Time for you to meet our guest, someone that is very special to us right here. It's a good relationship that we've kept ever since Hello Cameroon, and today we thought that we cannot talk about the PCC being 60 years old in Cameroon without bringing him over to MIDI Live. He is the parish pastor of PCC Bastos and the Presbyterian Secretary for East Mongo North Presbytery, and he has served with the PCC for over 15 years. So you understand the choice to talk about the birthday, the 60th anniversary. For a child to grow and crawl and walk and stand, and particularly getting gray hairs right now, I think it's very important that we talk about it. Reverend Masok Emmanuel, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the house.
It's a great thing to have you here.
Welcome. Can I hug you?
Yes.
Welcome. Come and sit down, please.
Why did you ask?
I had to ask. I had to ask because last time I hugged Reverend Jam Richard here, and when I got to Facebook, the Catholic Christians were about to eat me up. So I need to ask if it's going to happen in the PCC. So I had to ask.
No, why? Why? It's a form of greeting.
It's a form of greeting.
Yeah, to different cultures, and fortunately we bring so much on the table at once. So.
I know. Welcome to our home.
Thanks.
Well,
thank you very much.
Time for me to quickly introduce you to the members of the family. We have Chef Emile, who cooks lunch.
Okay.
I learned that you only eat at 1.
Yes.
Thank God by the time he's done, we will be at 1 and probably after 1. So you'll be able to eat before you leave. And today we didn't bring you gospel music. I know that would definitely be your #1 choice, but we took you a little bit out of the scope to meet some other young men who are singing nothing bad, but sharing beautiful love stories, and your life has one beautiful love story as well. And we have Luciano Le Choupinaire. Bonjour.
Bonjour, madame.
And then we have, c'est Myra.
Myra.
Sinon, si vous voulez qu'on parle en classe, on va aller. Là, je serai madame.
Bonjour, Myra.
Bonjour. And then we have Lorenzo. Lorenzo, hello. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
And of course, we have Larry Fond right there. He doesn't want me to see his face today, but I have to. Welcome you all. Okay, Reverend, 60 years down the line, we cannot be celebrating without achievements.
Yes.
So what is it that the PCC has acquired in the Golden Box?
60 years of the indigenization of the liturgy, 60 years of constitutional autonomy, but also 60 years of self-propagating, self-governance, and self-supporting. The natural end of mission after the work of the missionaries. And we can say sustaining the church and keeping it for 60 years in itself is a success story. But you want me to show you what adds up to that successful story.
Of course.
The preaching of the gospel, the salvation of souls. Today we are over about 2 million people.
And I was just about to ask you, what has accounted for that, the increase in the population?
Because the gospel has been preached in context, appreciating our culture, preaching the gospel to answer the cultural and the social needs of our people. You know, when the missionaries came, they had a problem of preaching the gospel within the context, our culture and traditions. Now, when we Africans began to preach, that's why I talk about the indigenization of the liturgy. When we Africans began to preach, we were preaching in the language that the people understand.
Okay.
We are using their models and appropriating the gospel with it. And we are answering questions that the people ask, unlike giving answers to questions the people have not asked.
I get you. And definitely for the 60th anniversary to ride through, you chose the theme. We would love to know that theme and why you people surrounded the event around it.
Be reformed transformers. Be reformed transformers. This is a continuation of the global celebration of the Protestant Reformation, the 500 years of Protestant Reformation. So at the end of that celebration, it took place on the 31st of October, 2017, 500 years after Martin Luther started the Reformation. 500 years after, and after that celebration, we want to march on with the spirit of the Reformation. Revival and renewal. Our moderator has coined it transformation, moving the form. So he says, we are reformed transformers. We are of the Reformed tradition. The Reformed tradition is the Reformation that was within the Reformation.
Okay.
And we are not just any type of transformers, we are Reformed transformers, which means our celebration is a reflection about our identity, who we are, what we have been, and how we want to go ahead. So the theme defines our mission and our future.
All right, we get you. Reverend, I was thinking that for its 60th anniversary, we will be hearing a lot of noise, very big celebrations being organized. Of course, CRTV, through Sama Baldwin from Cameroon, is preparing a surprise for you people. I think it's a beautiful documentary he's working on. But it's kind of low-key. Was it a choice?
Yes, a choice. It's deliberate.
Okay.
Because our mainstay is the Northwest and the Southwest, and for close to 1 year, there's been a strife, social and economic strife out there.
Okay.
It will not be very, very courteous that we are festive when many are in pains. I'm not going to about the reason, I'm not going about what caused it. No, that's not what I'm talking. I'm just talking about the outlook. There's pain, there's misery, there's suffering. And it would not be very courteous that while your neighbor is crying, you are
having a big celebration.
Yeah, a big celebration. Since it is something that we cannot do, we can't skip it, so we have accepted it in a very low key. There's no special cloth, no special anthem. The reception or the feasting is reduced. We give room to the children to make some manifestations. But otherwise, it's a very low key. It's a diamond jubilee, ought to be diamond in nature, but in solidarity with the suffering, the pains of some of the people, you know, we try to keep it. quiet.
Very understandable, and we really hope that the church continues to pray and that peace returns, because like you rightly say, it is impossible to laugh and be happy when you know that your neighbor is down and heavy laden.
Yes.
But we know that Jesus is in control like always, and things will definitely fall back in place, because we cannot afford to go further in the pains and the crisis.
Yes, it's very, we look up to Jesus. He says, I've come to give you life, life in abundance. And he says, all those who are heavy laden, come to me and I'll give you rest. So we look up to Jesus Christ, who says, the peace I give to you is not what the world gives. The peace I give to you.
It's spiritual.
It's spiritual. It passes human understanding. It is peace that gives you the impetus to even live with those who hate you and to forgive those who seek your death. That's the type of peace Christ gives to us.
Beautiful message you're sending across right there. And if you are just joining us, we are right here talking about the 60th anniversary of the PCCs this Sunday, right?
Yes, on Sunday.
On Sunday. But that takes us to our first musical break. These are some talents that we found around Cameroon. Et je pense que c'est leur première pause chanson. On aura quoi?
C'est un single.
Oui.
2 titres.
Oui. Quel titre? Premier?
Wanamba, qui est déjà sur YouTube.
Oui. Wanamba parle de quoi?
Wanamba parle d'amour.
Ok.
Un homme qui aime une femme, qui drague une femme.
Oui.
Il demande l'amitié.
On va partager tout de suite.
D'accord.
Binti wa itiba mulima mumumba na bole sonde na bisona wajibe mako Binti wa bulu mulima mumumba na bole sonde na bisona wajilati mwimba bana wae wanamba bana wae oh najibe mako bana wae wanamba bana wae oh dilati mwemba miniti wa ijiba mulema mumumba na bole sonde na bisona wajibe mako miniti wa bulu mulema mumumba na bole sonde na bisona wajilati mwemba bana wae wanamba bana wae oh najibe mako bana wae wanamba bana wae oh dilate mwemba mulema mwemba sese onyolango e andolo mongele pe tumunyolango e amuto e la poi deja quando lo mammo la poi ne bai sendo langoe nama pula wa nama pula wa ayumbae banawae wanamba banawae na masenga wa bwamu na muto e usibanga nembazi lambolena imasibi semba mongele elongi na masenga wa bwamu na muto e usibanga nembazi lambolena imasibi semba mongele amuto andolo banawa wanambae banawa banawae wanamba banawae o najibe makom banawae wanamba banawae o dilate mwemba.
Merci beaucoup. C'était les 3 L. Il y a Lorenzo, il y a Luciano et il y a Larry. Larry Fon, n'est-ce pas? Est-ce que c'est juste a coincidence ou bien c'est planifié qu'il y a les 3 L ensemble?
Non, c'est une coïncidence.
Ah bon, c'est arrivé comme ça?
Oui.
Merci pour la musique. C'est du Mako, ça, non?
Oui.
Ah ouais, je ne me suis pas trompée. On était chez les Sawala.
Oui.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci aussi.
Vous restez avec nous, vous ne bougez pas.
D'accord.
Okay?
Merci.
Reverend, I was going to ask you if you listen only to gospel music or if you like only gospel music.
Yes, I listen only to gospel music. I don't listen to any other thing.
So this one today, we were putting you on the spot.
Yeah, I don't listen to... They are social prophets, but I'm not obliged to listen to them.
Yeah, but the young man was just talking about love.
I agree, but we have love in Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Any other love, he is speaking about love, but the love may be inspired from another source. When I talk about love, I talk about the love that comes from Jesus Christ. It's called agape love.
Yes,
it's a self-giving love, sacrificial love. He may be singing about eros, erotic love. He may be singing about philos, brotherly love, but I'm talking about
the
agape
love,
which, yes, Jesus Christ,
Christians.
yes, he asks us, love one another as I have loved you. He may be singing love one another as perhaps he saw some other person loving the wife. So this is quite a difference.
It's a different thing.
Yeah, I don't listen to other music because some of it doesn't edify the soul. It doesn't bring my mind closer to Jesus Christ or God.
Kind of takes you away.
I didn't get you.
Kind of takes you away.
It doesn't take me away, but it doesn't help me. It doesn't build me up, so I don't listen to it.
Of course, this is MIDI Live. You have a right to your opinion, and it's very normal that you express yourself how you feel it.
I don't condemn those who listen to it.
No. We understand. You're not condemning. You are just telling the truth and telling things. And you're telling it like it is. And everybody who knows you will expect that answer should come that way. And that is why I ask, because I know that you listen only to gospel music. So I want people to understand that it's a balanced scale right here on MIDI Live, and people are free to
now, social prophets can, like some of the musicians are social prophets, they can inform,
of course,
they can educate on social issues. Nothing wrong with that. And those who choose to learn from them, good. But as a person with my eyes of faith and my spiritual maturity, I listen only to gospel music.
Great. Thank you very much. And that takes us back to this question. Since independence, the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon, correct me if I'm wrong, have had 6 moderators. With presently we have the Right Reverend Funky. And we would like to find out from you how the different moderators helped in the lives or the spiritual lives of the Christians.
The moderator is like the father of the church. He's the first pastor amongst equals. His principal role is to provide spiritual direction. We have a celebration, and the moderator has written a great message. You know, has written a great message. This message now directs the celebration. So wherever there will be celebration, we'll be guided by this pastoral message from the moderator. He gives us encouragement. He rebukes us where, as a church, we have not done the best. And he tells us where God is calling the church to. He says that authoritatively, spiritually, and that becomes the cornerstone of the celebration. So the highlight of every celebration is the message that comes from the moderator. So on Sunday, he'll be addressing close to 2 million faithfuls at home and abroad, and even others who are not necessarily Presbyterian. It will be a pastoral advice, it will be a spiritual direction. So these are the different methods. Okay, we're coming from another celebration, the Protestant, 500 years of Protestant Reformation. This is also produced by the moderator, the spiritual leader of the church.
Liberated by God's grace.
Grace, yes. And there he has given us a liturgy, how to celebrate it, A message is also there. So the moderator speaks to the church in events like this, but also he carries out pastoral visits to congregations. The moderator is not the type who sits in the office. No, he goes to the field. Okay. Every Sunday, every week, he has an assignment somewhere. He communes with the faithful. He celebrates the sacrament. He preaches the gospel, receive one-on-one, give pastoral counseling, and prays and lays hands on the people. So the moderator is the first pastor amongst equals, and is the shepherd of the church. So that's how they impact the life spiritually. Also, by constitution, he is also the administrative head of the church.
Okay.
He has the executive attorney power from the synod for him to represent the church in every dimension. So he provides also leadership with collaborators. He runs the church on a daily basis.
Okay. In the recent years, we have seen the PCC, the church, giving an upper hand to younger people, making them very inclusive in the activities of the church. I want to ask, why that decision? Because that's not something that we saw a few years, probably maybe 20, 30 years ago, but that's what is happening today.
Yeah, when you look at our, let me begin sociologically, okay, or anthropologically, the number of younger people in our Cameroonian society is really, really enormous. So we have many young people now, and you can't manage an institution without them. First of all, the youths, they are those who represent the present and the future. Take note, the present and the future. Not an illusory future, as we are told in other dimensions. Present and the future.
So with the
they have the talent,
yeah,
they have the know-how, they have the passion. So it suffices that the moderator of the church confides in them, bestows on them such confidence. It's also biblical when you look at David was 30 years when he was called to be king of Israel, 30 years. So, but I think you are right to mention that it is unique with the tenure of office of the Right Reverend Funky, that many younger people.
Yes.
You know, when during the run of elections, it was said that he was also a young moderator.
Of course.
A youthful moderator. So
very dynamic.
Yeah, so it's just incumbent that he moves with the times, but we must also be mindful that he has not sacrificed the wisdom of the old. It's a thorough blend of youthful exuberance and the wisdom of the old. The society today is being plagued with, we see churches coming up from all angles today. It's like at every road junction or every street corner, there is a church. We are not judging, we are not saying that the churches are not good churches or the prophets are all wrong or something, but what is the relationship of the PCC and other denominations, other churches, as Pentecostals as well as the classic churches that were there already? First, we recognize every church, we recognize them as partners in the salvation history. No one church can do everything. Different churches represent the diversity of biblical interpretation. And we respect them for what they stand. But we have what they call ecumenical bodies. We have greater affinities with those with whom we find ourselves in a common ecumenical platform. Okay. For example, we have 11 churches, Protestant churches, that form what they call Council of Protestant Churches in Cameroon. Amongst these churches, we have common belief systems and practices where we have differences not very, very wide. So on such formal platforms, we interact. But those who are not on that platform, we are not enemies, but we recognize them. We may not share in all what they are doing, but we know that they are partners in the salvation history, because no one church can do everything.
Can do everything.
We respect them, and even when we ask our members to stay within our confines, it's all about spiritual discipline, a comprehensive and constructive way of engaging the faith, other than being very disorganized, moving from one place to another.
All right, we get you, Reverend. And would you like to tell us how Sunday will look like for the PCC?
On Sunday will be a great day, great celebration, even though we're trying to
keep it
cool. Try to keep it cool. We have a great message from the Right Reverend Funky Samuel, the moderator. He calls the church to be reformed transformers.
Okay.
There will be the preaching of the word, where the lectionary of the day is calling the church to be the watchman of the nation, to intercede and pray for the rebuilding of the nation.
Okay.
There will be a lot of praises to God, who has been our help in ages past and our hope for the years to come. There will be a room will be given to the children to demonstrate and to show that they are part of the church in the present and in the future. And there will be some little refreshment. Not really heavy.
Not really heavy, as it should have been.
Yes, little refreshment to replenish the lost calories and
the lost electrolytes.
and to make it actually a celebration. You know?
What happens to probably the Northwest and the Southwest? Are they coming down here, or they are having their own regional celebrations?
They have. We are aware that because of the difficulties, some may not be ready, prepared, and on Sundays, I think Sundays are free for worship. I don't think there will be a ghost town on that day. I don't think. So they will come out.
Okay.
But where there's a little problem or tension, perhaps they may stay home, but that will be elective, because no place has been asked to stay at home. No congregation has been asked to stay at home. Everybody has been asked to celebrate.
All right.
But because of their challenges they have, some specific places may have some tension.
Okay.
But everybody is called to come to church on Sunday.
All right, Reverend, I get you. Chef Emile, just a few minutes. Let me check how Chef is going on in the kitchen. Chef Emile, on est où?
Bien, la pâte est déjà faite.
Ok.
Pour faire la pâte, c'est très simple. Tous les ingrédients que l'on a prêtés, on les mélange et on veille à avoir une pâte qui doit être sèche en fait.
Oui.
Sèche parce que comme elle va passer en friture, il ne faut pas qu'elle contienne beaucoup d'eau, sinon il y aura une réaction qui n'est pas toujours souhaitable.
Okay.
Maintenant, je vais juste chauffer de l'huile et commencer la friture, et je pense que nous serons prêts à la bonne heure.
All right.
Justement, je voudrais demander, est-ce que mon révérend supporte les épices, un peu de piment?
It's okay. It's okay.
He says it's okay. Chef Emile is actually, he's a Cameroonian chef.
Yes.
He is international. He cooks. He just returned from a trip where he was invited to go cook at the UN.
Okay, that's
and
good.
Then
Congratulations.
he is an ambassador of the Cameroonian products.
Cuisine.
And right here on the show, he has been using sweet potatoes that we just look at, like just simple potatoes. He would make cake. Now he's trying to make potato meatballs. And he is just transforming and informing and reforming everything about the sweet potatoes.
That's good.
That is why we like about Chef. And what he's making there is actually something little and light for you. We really hope that you enjoy it. You should, Reverend, you should. You should.
Thanks for the offer, it's great.
We will go over and get a second musical break. Larry Fun, vous êtes prêts? Sinon... This time around is not for you, Reverend. I know this is not really your choice. So we keep talking about serious matters, and then we give this to the televiewers right out there. Si vous nous regardez, bien sûr, vous êtes scotché sur Midi Life. Ne bougez pas, restez avec nous. Il y a la musique, c'est encore du Makossa?
C'est du Makossa dansant.
Quel titre cette fois-ci?
C'est Sandolo.
C'est Sandolo. On est toujours dans les...
Toujours l'amour. Là, maintenant, c'est la femme qui se plaint du mari.
Okay, I think she will need some counseling.
La femme se plaint.
Yeah, she will need counseling, and Reverend is here, so Let's go.
Je t'ai donné mon amour, je t'ai donné mon cœur, mon doudou, mais tu m'as laissé tomber et tu as brisé mon cœur. C'est Sandolo, Nyabwamba, c'est Sandolo, mon Nyabwamba. Je t'ai donné ma vie, mon amour. Je t'ai donné mon cœur, mon doudou, mais tu m'as laissé tomber et tu as brisé mon cœur. Tu es parti dans les bras d'une autre, tu m'as laissé sans nouvelles. Tu es parti dans les bras d'une autre, tu m'as laissé, mais tu m'as laissé sans nouvelles. C'est Sandolo, Nyabwamba, c'est Sandolo, mon Nyabwamba, c'est Sandolo, Nyabwamba, c'est Sandolo, mon Nyabwamba. Maman m'avait dit que tu n'es pas sérieux, mon papa aussi, oh, que tu n'es pas gentil. Nawelende Noki Banandoloe, Nawelende Noki, que je suis amoureuse. Boma Nyabwamba, Diso la Bwamba. Boma Nyabwamba, gros cœur Nyabwamba. Je voulais quitter le ghetto, je voulais quitter les calabots, je voulais habiter à prison, je voulais habiter à Bastos. Me voici que Bastos a bastonné. C'est Sandolo, Nyabwamba, c'est Sandolo, mon Nyabwamba, c'est Sandolo, Nyabwamba, c'est Sandolo, mon Nyabwamba. Adora midi pizza la mi mori tante nawa, abangi ba pepe nyolango. Mia mucha kimba nyolango, makomi mami pe nyolango. C'est là où sans confiance, c'est là où sans confiance, c'est là où sans confiance, c'est là où sans confiance. C'est Noël sans confiance, c'est Noël sans confiance, c'est Noël sans confiance, c'est Noël sans confiance. Agora mi di pizza la mi modi tante nawa, abangi ba pepe nyolango, mia mucha kimba nyolango. C'est Noël sans confiance, c'est Noël sans confiance, c'est Noël sans confiance. C'est Noël sans confiance, c'est Noël sans confiance. Merci.
Comment il dit, c'est Sénat où il dit sans confiance,
Oui.
mais moi j'ai confiance. Moi je pense que j'ai confiance parce qu'on est à Midi Life. S'il manque de confiance, c'est qu'il n'y a rien qui va bien se passer. If you're just joining us, we were having live Makossa music right there from the 3L. Peut-être qu'il faut changer le nom du groupe. On met les 3 L. Peut-être faut changer, mais merci, restez toujours avec nous.
Merci.
And Reverend, I am right back to you.
Yes.
And we know you have, like what the Frenchman would say, un emploi du temps très chargé.
Yes.
It's a very heavy timetable you have. And do you have time for family?
I try. Honestly, I wouldn't say I'm doing the best, but I try because I do 5 things.
At the same time?
Yes, and they are all really, really demanding things, the demanding tasks. And those 5 things I do are things that I am time bound, I am under authorities. Now my family, I'm the authority there with my wife.
Okay.
So we can always agree that I'm not there. But the other ones, I'm time bound, I have deadlines, and I'm under people. I run a congregation of about 2,500 people and over. I provide spiritual and administrative direction for a presbytery that covers 3 regions, Center, South, and East. I do private studies to improve my capacity.
Of course.
At a very high level. I have some international engagements that I do.
It's a very hectic time to
Yes,
have out there. But what I want, you were to say something?
Yes, that I have younger people in the ministry that I groom up to become.
You're like you're the spiritual father and godfather at the same time.
So these are things that I do. It takes my time. But with the permission of my wife, I think she can manage the family often and while I go around doing these things.
And this is where I come in with a beautiful love story that you have. Reverend Masok's, the meeting with the wife, it's one story that I think that young people, especially you who is watching right now, should get to listen to, because he's ready to share that with us, because he did that some time ago right here on CRTV with Claudia Mane Baba on This Is My Story.
Yes.
And since we're opportune to have him here again, I think you should learn from him. Reverend?
Yes, I met my wife in a very unique way. First, I was a village pastor, 1998, in a small village called Ecumenical, my 10. And my wife was still a young school girl. But she was so unique and distinct of all the other girls who were there. Young in secondary school.
Do you see the smile on your face? Now, when we started the show, you were smiling, but the one that is on your face right now, it's a different kind of smile. It has been reformed.
That's what love does. So, a young woman, just had interest in her, not for anything. We were really, really young. Then when I finished work in that village, I was working in Douala. So I saw someone who knew her. Said, do you remember this young lady? Where is she now?
That was about how many years afterwards?
It was about 3 years after.
Okay.
Say, she's in the University of Boya. Says that? I said she should be a big woman. Now, the person didn't know why I was asking. I wanted to. I had ideas on my head, but the person didn't know. So finally, I met her face to face, and I didn't think twice. I just told her I want to marry you.
Wow.
But I don't expect you to tell me yes now. Go and pray about it.
Wow.
Young, beautiful woman.
In the university?
University.
Of Boya.
Yes. So, but it took 7 years for this prayer to materialize.
Wow.
And during those 7 years, God, my witness, nothing. Purity and chastity during those 7 years. That's why I say it's very unique. During those 7 years. And when the time came, that was in 2004.
Yeah.
And 2011, then I ring her one day. Said, do you remember the promise I made to you? Say yes. Are you still in? Say yes. Have you prayed much about it? Say yes. That's okay. We're going to get married on the 7th of January. So that was in December. So 7 days after we got married, we did the traditional wedding.
Wow.
in a very popular ceremony that brought about 500 guests, traditional wedding. Unique, it took place 1 o'clock in the day. Traditional weddings take place in the night.
Yeah.
But it took another 9 months for the white wedding. And during those 9 months, she is not allowed to come to my house. No, you can't come. We are not yet married in the church.
In front of God.
Yeah, so you can't come. Then the friend said, no, you are married. Go to your husband's house. What are you doing in this village? I said, no, my husband is a pastor, and his faith counts for everything. So it took 9 months again. And 9 months, 10th of September, 2011, in Kumbai, popular occasion, 3,000 guests in the church service. Many ministers of the gospel. And we wedded in front of God. It was even more than me to give the first kiss. I covered my face, you know.
Oh, no way. You did?
Yes.
Oh, where was I? Why did I miss it?
Instead of kissing, the population said, no, you have to kiss it.
I know that.
It was very funny because in front of 3,000 people, to kiss her for the first time, and it was something else. So I covered my face. I mean, I was doing that I think I was 40 and above.
Reverend, I needed to see you on that day so that I could pin something on you.
Yeah. So I hugged her. The population said, no. You must kiss us. So I kissed her on the lips. Someone said, that was the fastest kiss they ever saw on earth.
And that they needed some rewinding.
Yes.
Chef Emile, est-ce que vous écoutez ce qui se passe là?
So we wedded a very colorful wedding. And all by the graciousness of God, because how do you manage a wedding of 3,000 guests?
I know.
And it's all by God's grace.
They had to be 3,000 because I'm sure a good number of them were your Christians and other people that you had met along your life, and others well-wishers.
I would say that there are some who were curiosity seekers
because I've been told by close sources that marriage is one of the things that was never on your agenda.
Yes, they said that it was on my agenda, but people did not know my plans. Since my plans, I had whispered to a woman in 2004, but the public was not there. But they wanted me to go in about talking about it. I was talking to God. So the moment they didn't hear that, they said, oh, this man has a problem. And it was really the concern of the population, because people even went as far as putting on the internet, this pastor is fake pastor, this pastor is...
Yeah, we saw some of those
This
comments.
pastor is a pastor who has engaged in occultic practices, and all that. This pastor has given part of the body for occult powers and all that. So it was, but I expected it, because when you are a public figure, you expect all that.
Things like that come up every day.
So on that day, all the guests were not people who came either to bless us or to curse. They came to see what truly he has gotten married. But we thank them because they made our day.
They made the day.
They blessed us with a lot of things. Blessed us with a lot of things.
Reverend, you
and
understand?
God has blessed our marriage, 3 children.
Wow.
2 girls, 1 boy. Beautiful children, and my wife is a blessing. So.
Reverend, you see that I needed to talk about this union for you to smile the way you're smiling. So I have to go to the kitchen to check what Chef Emile is doing. But it's a beautiful story that you shared with us, and I think that we'll learn. When I come back from this checkout, you probably quickly want to advise the young people that are watching, especially on relationship, on unions, and on keeping marriages. Yes. Because it's complicated these days in society.
I think so, yes.
Chef, on est où?
Nous sommes à la fin, Myra.
À la fin. Oh là là, je ne peux même pas imaginer que c'est des patates douces. Oui.
Oui, et bon, comme c'est une friture, nous ne le dirons jamais assez, toute bonne friture se termine toujours sur une surface absorbante. C'est pour ça qu'on voit du papier. Donc il ne reste plus qu'à dresser tout simplement.
N'est-ce pas?
Je ne sais pas si je dois te laisser faire parce que ça
non, je ne peux pas le laisser seul au salon, donc je reviens. Parce qu'après, il ne faut pas qu'on m'accuse que c'est Myra qui a tout foiré à la cuisine.
N'est-ce pas?
Non, je préfère éviter les problèmes.
Il n'y a pas de problème.
Reverend, I'm back with you. You want to advise the young people out there on relationships, on not wanting to wait, not wanting to be patient, Because a lot of people will go like, he's saying it because he's a pastor. What about me, just normal me? What can we do to be able to emulate examples like your own?
Well, it's about you can't steal your own thing. Why should you steal your own thing? There's no need to hurry. There's time for everything. And you don't need to be a pastor to know that there's time for everything. If you go for things before their time, you have a problem. So it's not you don't need to be a pastor to be disciplined. You don't need to be a pastor to know that anything that is a good thing done in the wrong way will lead to problems. So we are living in a sex-charged world. Sex language. It's all over the place. Vulgar and immoral language. So
Larry, sit down.
So it's very, very difficult for younger people. But as I say, it's all about what you want to achieve. There is no need to make an adventure with your life. There's no need to take your life and play with. Life is an expensive gift from God. It must be catered for. There are many younger people who are paying the price of what the errors they made when they were young. So listen to what your parents tell you. Especially chastity is a very, very high value because it frees you from spiritual pollution and it frees you from the wrong state of mind. There are younger women who wanted to become adventurers. They got themselves into wrong decisions, wrong actions that has bedeviled their life till today. So listen to what your parents are telling you. There's a time for everything. You don't need to be rushed with your body. Preserve it properly. A time will come when you have a man or a woman in your bed every day, so you don't need to hurry about that.
This is the moment where I feel like my father is talking to me, and it's the same thing happening. Chef Emile, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? He's not serious, Chef Emile. This is the moment where I feel that my father is talking to me, and it's beautiful. Each time we've met you, because I always fall back on the Halo team, because that's where we all came from. Baldwin, Gwendolyn Egbe, Amos Agbo, and myself. Each time we've met you, we've always left you with a basket full of wise words and good learnings and teachings. And I think that if you are a young man, or not even a young man, if you're just watching out there, if you're a MIDI Life fan right now, you must have learned or got down a lot. And Reverend is very open and to anybody who wants to come to him, and he's available, even though he's very busy, but he's available. As we go to the table, Reverend, I would like to find out from you, probably you tell me, after the 60th anniversary, what's coming up for the PCC?
Now, we
go this way, yes?
Thanks very much, thank you.
You go the other way, and then I follow you this way. Just come over, come right here. Yes.
It's a great deal.
It's a great deal.
Prepare a table for me.
Why should we not?
This is great.
Why should we not?
Then I'd like to come here all the time.
Please do. Please come all the time.
I'd like to be your guest.
Please be our guest every other day.
This chef is international.
He is. You should have, I don't know.
I trust so much on what they call healthy eating.
Yeah.
Yes. So one day I'm going to ask him to teach me some few things or give me cancer. I'm really serious. I'll get his card when I'm living here.
Great. Great.
I do a lot of, really encourage healthy eating.
Yes.
Yes, because I have a long way to go in life to do my mission on earth. I don't want to play with my life.
And your health.
They list my health, they list, no. Because God sent me here for a mission. I have to take time to do it with every zeal and passion.
And for that to happen,
anything that we're going to. So I don't eat anyhow. I don't drink any other thing. No. Water.
Yeah, we know Reverend strictly eats at home, but today he's going to do us an exception.
Yes,
Chef Emile wants to quickly tell you what is in front of you, Chef. Vous lui dites rapidement, c'est qu'il mange.
C'est tout simplement des boulettes de patates douces.
You could not imagine that is sweet potatoes.
Yes, and look
the
at
presentation.
The presentation, the delivery is marvelous.
Reverend, it's from the bite that you will take that will walk us out of the studio today on the program. Maybe you want to Yes, go ahead.
Oh.
Je pense que ça va, ça a déjà assez refroidi d'ailleurs.
Bless and sanctify it in the name of Jesus, and bless Emil in the name of Jesus Christ. Hey, is that
Amen.
It's very good.
You hear that?
Very, very good. You have to teach me how to do this one.
He will definitely teach you how to do that. And it's on those beautiful words, ladies and gentlemen, that we walk out of the studio today. MIDI Live is gone.
Try potatoes, it's very good. Eh?
Yeah. It's very good, right?
Yeah.
Of course I would. I would take one, but I have to talk to the people right away. It's on.
Thank you very much.
Don't go away. No, you stay right here with me. Sit down and finish your lunch, Reverend. And merci aux 3L d'être là. Et on espère que vous resterez scotchés avec la famille de MIDI Life. And Chef Emile, thank you for being there every day. Merci à l'équipe technique, caméra, Matrix, régie, tout le monde. Merci, and thank you very much, Baldwin, for making sure that I had Reverend right here with the right things to do and to talk about. And finish that documentary quickly that you're working on. I can't wait to see it and learn the story of the PCC. Goodbye, you all, and see you on another beautiful day on MIDI Life. C'est parti, c'est fini. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Oh, this is great. Oh, it's okay.
Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you. You don't go anywhere.
Tanabiyama